It's a small world after all.
No.
We're going to tell you a bedtime story about that.
Good night, JK.
We're going to tell you a bedtime story first. I'm Jill.
And I'm Kara.
And you're watching Good Night, JK. The first part of this episode was all about Hollywood studios.
Yep.
And the beginning of some of our budget Disney tips we can offer you.
Yes.
We're coming back for part 2 to give you some info about...
some more tips. But this time, instead of Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, which is really the best.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't go to any other Disney park, Magic Kingdom is the best. I mean, Magic Kingdom in Disneyland, California is also cool. But we're on Disney World right now.
Yeah.
Because Kara hasn't been to Disneyland.
Even last year when I went with my mom, we got to go one day to Disney and it's okay, Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
It's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
The original. So anyways, before we get into that though, I want to give you another tip. Because we went to Disney the last time, when we went together.
Yeah.
On a budget. Tight budget.
Very tight.
And so, one thing you can do when you go there, if you can't afford to go into the parks every single day that you're there, we spent a whole day just going around on the monorail, which is free, to all the different Disney resorts. All the transportation on the Disney property is free if you're staying there. And even if you're not staying there, actually, you can take advantage of some of those cool things that they offer. But we stayed in the cheapest level of resorts, the all-star resorts. And they actually give you free transportation to and from the airport, which is really cool. And so anyways, we took the monorail around to a bunch of the really interesting resorts, which are all different themes. And
the swan and dolphin one, that's my favorite.
That was cool. We went all the way to the top. And
it's this huge pyramid-looking thing.
That was cool. My favorite's the Polynesian. I love that.
So pretty,
And the Grand Floridian is beautiful too, also right there, right by Magic Kingdom. But when you take the monorail around, you can get to outside of some of the parks too. So we didn't get to go to Epcot that year, but we took the monorail by Epcot so they can see the ball and everything up close. And so you can see a lot of really cool things just by going on the monorail. And like I said, it's free.
And even with the resort stuff, you don't even have to stay at these nice resorts because you could just go in them and see everything you can for free and then just go back and stay at the cheap one.
Yeah. And you can also go to what used to be called Downtown Disney, now called Disney Springs, which is a little shopping area. And even there, you can just go look around at the big giant Disney store and stuff like that. So
it's great there. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
They even have a little boat that you could take there. And
yeah, it's awesome. So there's a lot you can do. Oh, also when you stay on Disney property, you get this little coupon book. And there are lots of free things in there you can do too. So we got a round of putt-putt.
We went putt-putting.
I think it's the Fantasia.
The Fantasia one, yeah.
And I don't know what it's called, but it was really cool.
Me and Kristen went in that one arcade thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Disney Quest.
Yeah, at Disney Quest.
Yeah.
It's called.
There's so many cool things you can do there for free. And you can make it really affordable. So anyways, we're going to tell you a little bit about Magic Kingdom today. And again, if you have been there and love it, then share what you love about it. Because we're going to talk about some of the things that we love. So first of all, again, getting the fast passes is important. Because you're not going to be able to do everything at Magic Kingdom that you want if it's a busy time of year. If you don't plan ahead and plan carefully, because there's so much to do there. So, we got fast passes ahead of time for, I believe, Space Mountain and the Seven
Dwarfs, and Peter Pan.
Yeah, which Peter Pan is not anything super exciting, but there are so few cars in the ride that the line gets super long. So, anyways, if you get those fast passes, and then when you get to the park, you got to get there right when it opens. Take 5 minutes top to just appreciate Main Street for a minute because you can't just go past that.
Yeah, you can't ignore it.
But book it to Frontierland.
Yeah.
Go on Big Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain right away.
Immediately.
Because those will get really long lines later. If you don't have a fast pass, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, and if you're not with little kids too, because little kids obviously like to go right up to the castle, but if not, boom, you just book it, go right there, get on the ride. You can
come back to Main Street.
Yeah, but it'll be there all day.
But get to those rides right away. So then also after you've done that, you can get over to some of the things in Adventureland and Liberty Square and stuff. I think that's what they call it at Walt Disney World. I kind of sometimes mix up Disney World, Disneyland, but there's Pirates of the Caribbean is over there, Haunted Mansion is over there. Some of the best rides.
Country Bear Jamboree.
Country Bear Jamboree. Although I like to save Country Bear Jamboree till later when it's really hot in the afternoon. And you need to go inside for a little bit because you can sit in the air conditioning. And so that brings us to our next topic of if you're getting really hot or tired at Disney World, and especially if you're not staying on property, because if you're staying on property, you can just go take the monorail or the bus back to your resort and just like take a nap for an hour and come back.
Me and my mom did that, but like we went in the pool for a little bit because it was super hot, and then we went back over.
Yeah, but like Magic Kingdom's open a lot of times, especially in the summer, till like midnight. So like you are gonna get tired. So Country Bear Jamboree is a good place to relax. There are some places where you can even sneak a little nap if you're really tired. One of the best places to do that is the Carousel of Progress. Even though I love the Carousel of Progress, I love the little song in there. I love everything about it. I love that it was Walt Disney's thing that he was all about, and I think that's really heartwarming. But also, it's a really dark auditorium where there's air conditioning.
Yeah. And
it goes on for like 15 or 20 minutes. And so if you're really tired, it's okay if you doze off in the Carousel of Progress a little bit.
Well, the line's never that long. So.
No. So it's just great. But I love that, though. I'm glad that it's still a thing. For a while, I think they were thinking of getting rid of it. But don't get rid of the Carousel of Progress, Disney World. Yeah, sorry, I can't talk. Tell them about our other
my other favorite, it's the Hall of Presidents.
Yes.
And before we went to Disney World, Jill showed me this one video of the Abraham Lincoln animatronic. It's like falling over, but it's like still talking. And it just looks so funny that I was so excited to go.
We'll put a link to it in the description so you can watch it because it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was like crying laughing. Because like I just picture it in like real life. If that was like a real person just like falling down, but like just continuing on with like the like all this stuff. Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah.
The Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would not be the Declaration of Independence if it's Abraham Lincoln. But anyways, the Hall of Presidents is obviously cool because I like presidents and animatronic presidents are pretty sweet. But also, it's educational.
We've all taken history classes before at school.
So if you need to take a little nap, the Hall of Presidents can also be
really cozy in
a
there
good place. Again, air conditioning.
It's like theater
padded
style.
Seats, dark. It's nice. Okay. So another place to relax is the People Mover, which is one of my favorite things, actually. It's like this little cart ride that is controlled by magnets, but it goes above Tomorrowland, and it goes in and out of some of the like different rides and things in Tomorrowland, and it's really neat, actually.
I did not get to go on it.
Yeah, I think it wasn't working when we were there.
Broke down or something.
But I don't know. It's just really nice. So lots of places to relax. It's a long day when you're at Magic Kingdom, especially in the summer when I usually end up going.
Hot.
So the next thing is, we mentioned in our last episode how we brought a suitcase full of food with us to Florida, and how we brought like a backpack with stuff in it.
Yeah. So
that we could only, we only needed to eat one meal in the parks because it can be really expensive if you're on a budget like we were. And so, some of the best restaurants in Magic Kingdom, the Cosmic Race in Tomorrowland, awesome. I like Pecos Bill Cafe, and I like Pinocchio's. I think it's called Pinocchio's, not Geppetto's. Pinocchio's, I think. It's in Fantasyland, and you can actually watch It's a Small World through the big like glass windows on the side, which I think is kind of cool. I like when you can like see inside a ride.
Yeah, see, I would hate to be there because It's a Small World is my least favorite ride of all time. As a child, I had a nightmare about this ride, and the song, and like little kids singing this song. I don't mess with that stuff. And it freaks me out, and I hate it, but I was a good sport. I went on the ride anyways. I tried to conquer my fear. It's not conquered. It's still a fear. And I hate that ride more than anything in the world. It's, like, supposed to be nice and cute and, like, we're all just one world. But no. Terrifying.
It's nice. Anyways, so if you're like her, don't eat at Pinocchio's.
Yeah.
But another place that we ate, which is great, is
the Beauty and the Beast Castle. And we went right when it opened up that year, and we thought it would be crazy busy and stuff, and it was. It was at dinner time, but we were walking by around 11 o'clock. Like,
right when it was opening.
Yeah, like pre-lunch, like post-breakfast time. Brunch.
Yes, there's a name for that.
And no line at all. We were able to walk right in, order, and it's really not even, like, super expensive. It's very reasonably priced there for, like, lunch. Dinner's probably crazy, but...
Yeah, but it was great, and it's really cool in there, especially if you're Beauty and the Beast fans like us.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat to go in there. And everything in the little Beauty and the Beast section is pretty cool.
And it was, like, a good timing, because, like, you've been there since, like, 8 a.m., walking around. You kind of get hungry by that 11 o'clock. And then you could eat, and then right after that, if you wanted to go back and take a nap or something.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, we want to tell you just a couple of our favorite rides, in case you're not a Disney person, and you need to know, like, if you can't hit everything, these are the things you have to hit. Space Mountain. We both agree about
Yes.
that. Space Mountain's awesome. I don't know what it is because there's no big drops or anything.
No. It's just like fast, which is really not even that
It's
fast.
It's only like 35 miles an hour.
It's in the dark. And
it's just
it makes
cool,
it cool.
so you don't know what's going on next.
Yeah.
And so next thing, Splash Mountain.
Yes.
Love.
100%.
Heartwarming, animatronics, and thrilling. The big drop. Good songs. When there's good songs, I'm sold.
Mm-hmm.
Haunted Mansion. I've loved it ever since I was a little kid. Sometimes when I go with my brother and my family, he and I will go back late at night when like only the big fans are there, and like we'll recite the scripts
The
to
whole
it
beginning video.
because we know it. Like when you're in the little room that's actually an elevator, and like, is this room actually stretching or is it just your imagination? All that stuff. Okay, love it. Haunted Mansion, really cool.
My favorite's probably Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain, great roller coaster.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not doing this well.
You're not counting
Pirates
correctly.
of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, also super cool. Highlight of Pirates of the Caribbean. The animatronics, the closer you are to them, the more detailed they are. And there's one part where you're going under this bridge and there's a pirate sitting on the bridge and his foot is hanging over the bridge. And if you look at the foot, like it's like dirty and hairy. It's
big,
really
hairy foot.
disgusting. But this one time, the ride broke down and we were right under the foot.
I don't understand how that could break down if it's water.
I don't know.
Did a boat sink or something?
No, I don't know. Maybe if somebody's like messing around or like having a hard time getting out. I don't know. But sometimes I think people try to jump out and like run through the scene.
I don't think you could like break the flow of water. I don't think that just stops.
Well, it's like on a track. It's not really a boat. I don't think.
Well, it is.
But it's on a
It
track.
just has the sides.
I think it just has water. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Pirates of the Caribbean's really cool. And the line often isn't that long because it fits so many people in a boat at a time.
Yeah,
so it can get through a lot. Also, I love the Peter Pan ride. It's not that exciting, but it's just so like old school Disney.
And like everything's like underneath you. It's like cool. Like you're flying over town and stuff.
I really like it. There's so many things that I like. We like Jungle Cruise.
Oh, Jungle Cruise is so fun.
Corny.
So many puns. It's my kind of ride.
Puns. So many puns. The Tiki Room's great. There's so many things. I could go on for forever, but we got to wrap this episode up in a minute. Is there anything else we want to tell the people?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, anyways, we love Disney World. And if you love it too, talk about it in the comments.
Yeah,
tell us
what's your favorite ride?
Tell us what your favorite ride is. Tell us what your favorite anything is. Favorite show, anything.
Or favorite park. I've never been to
Favorite
Animal Kingdom. Tell me about Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. We didn't get to Epcot or Animal Kingdom because we've never been there together.
Yeah.
And also, again, like, if you're a ride person, like, and you had to pick two, those aren't the most ride ones.
Yeah. I just went to Epcot for the first time, like, a couple weeks ago.
I have a complaint about Epcot. Why did they get rid of the Norway ride and put the Frozen ride there? Not cool.
It wasn't even working when we were there.
Maelstrom.
It was broke down.
R.I.P. All right.
7?
7. Again, Disney songs we put in here for this 2-part Disney World episode, Under the Sea, from Little Mermaid.
Which is my favorite Disney movie.
It's pretty good.
Maybe not, like, all out of all of them, but definitely the animated one is my favorite.
I just went to go see a production of Little Mermaid yesterday, and my friend was playing Ursula. Shout out to the Geauga Lyric Theater. Great job, guys. All right. Let's get a capo on this. All right, Kara, play that flute. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, well that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you, what more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter, take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day, out in the sun they slave away, while we devote full time to floating under the sea. That flute sounds so good.
I think it was made for that song. Anyways, good night, sweet dreams. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. I did finger guns.
Hey.